No Fab Gang, Semi Retention Gang, Chosen Ones, right? Today we have a very powerful topic that we got to talk about, all right? And at the end of this video, you will be able to, I mean, know whether masturbation is good or evil. You will also be able to know the cause of masturbation, whether the cause is natural or not natural. Um, at the end of the video, guys, you will also know how to control masturbation or how to quit or stop it if that is your desire. All right, so this video is so powerful, guys. You got to stay focused and pay attention to whatever we'll be discussing. All right, because most of these teachings, guys, are not done in school. They are not done in the churches. That is why I'm taking my time to do this. All right, so um let's delve into it, guys. All right, so I personally sometimes wake up and I have my morning wood erect hard, right? And that doesn't mean I should play with myself or touch myself or put my meat into my own hands. And I believe same is with you. When you sleep and you wake up, you see that you have your erection, but that doesn't mean you got to play with yourself. The same way, guys, boys, men, we go through um, such erections. The same way, the female, the opposite gender, they also go through similar things. They wake up without any reason. They sometimes find themselves that their vein box inside is wet. Inside of their vein box is wet. Some find their nipples hard and erect. Some get their clits, all right? Their clits, some get it erect, all right? And all these things, guys, are natural, all right? All these feelings, guys, are natural. Now, what brings about this erection, this kind of feeling of honey? What brings about that? That you wake up and you start feeling horny. You start having the desire for physical expression or physical contact. What causes that, guys? What causes this thing is hormones. All right, hormones. Hormones cause this. Guys, hormones are the cause of these desires, these cravings, this feeling of honey is caused by hormones, right? And what are hormones? Hormones are your body's chemical messengers, right? That travel through your bloodstreams, all right, to your tissues or your organs, all right? So let me write it. Hormones are your body's chemical messengers. That travel through bloodstreams into or to tissues or organs. Good, guys. So hormones are your body's chemical messengers that travel through bloodstreams to tissues or organs. All right. So if you wake up and you start having these feelings, it is because of your hormones in your body. These things are natural instincts. They are natural impulse that happens in living things. All right. But when these messengers start sending the messages, do we have to, yield to it? Certainly no. You can control your hormones. You can control your hormones. You can tell your hormones, hey, hormones, I know you want good things for me, but for now, hold it there. Let's do this instead. All right. And you can start to dance. You can start to dance to change the direction, the focus onto dancing. And that desire, that craving will fade into nothing else. If you don't want to dance, all right, you can do exercise. You can exercise and that will fade into nothing else. If you don't want to exercise, you can read. And when you read, that will fade into nothing else. If you don't want to read, you can sing. And by singing, you are directing your attention to something else. And boom, that desire, that craving, that honey feeling will fade into nothing else. If you don't want to do that too, you can just sit, watch, be the observer of your thoughts, of your feelings, watch and smile. You can laugh out loud. And by laughing at the feelings, the hormones that are sending the messages, that desire will fade into nothing else. Right? These are ways you can use to control these feelings, these cravings, these desire that arouse in you, guys. These are the things. There are so many. You can engage yourself in your hobbies, in watching a favorite movie, motivational, reading motivational books, good religious book, inspirational books. You can worship, you can pray to God, you can go hang out, you can take a walk into nature, you can visit, nature, stuff like that. Something that will take the desire, the craving away. All right. So it means you can control your hormones. Guys, let me chip in this example. Have you ever watched a movie with your parents before? Or group of people, maybe your friends, right? Have you ever watched movie with them before? All right. And in the movie, were there a hot scene? I believe you were watching a movie with your parents or your friends or group of people, and there is this hot scene. There is a hot scene. What I mean by hot scene is the opposite gender trying to have, you know, a hug or kiss or something romantic, right? I believe everybody has watched a movie of that nature with the parents or with a group of people before, all right? And you get erected, you feel honey, all right? You feel honey at that instant, but at that instant, did you play with yourself? Did you put your own meat into your own hands? Did you try to um, play with yourself? Certainly no. In the group or when you were with your parents or friends, you didn't do that. So that is control. Right? That is control. So the same way, guys, if you are alone, that is the same control you can carry out behind closed doors, and you will not put your meat into your own hands. You will not beat your meat, or you will not play with yourself. You will not touch yourself, even though that desire, that craving, that feeling will come, but you will not. Right? That is power. You have that power in you. So if you can do it in a group, in the presence of mom and dad, you're watching a movie and there is a hot scene and you are able to control yourself, then you can do it. Same way when you are alone, when there is nobody with you, when you are in the room alone. All right? Same way, let me chip in this example. Sometimes as a guy, you might be walking. Ladies, they feel the same way, right? You will be walking, you will see a lady, you admire her body presentation, all right? And you begin to have some pictures in your mind and you get erection in public. What do? You control yourself and you don't play with yourself or touch yourself in public. That is control. So when you are behind closed door in your room, that is the same control you got to exercise. When you exercise that control, that becomes your lifestyle. So you can even watch this stuff. You know, we're living in a world where there are distractions everywhere, here and there, right? Um, the opposite gender and stuff dressing in their bikinis and whatever, showing their body parts and stuff, all right? You can watch such things on social media, but you have the control. If in a group, you can control yourself. If walking in public, you feel same thing, but you can control yourself. That is the same thing when you are in your room alone. So don't be deceived by the things that you watch on your screen. You got to be careful of the things that you watch on your screen. When such things pop up, it doesn't mean you got to close the door and start to put your meat in your own hands and start to play with yourself. That is control, guys. So it takes discipline. And you have the discipline. The mastery is already in you. So what is again? What is again? If you are in a room alone and the desire comes, just do nothing. Don't respond to the hormones. Don't respond to the messengers that keep traveling through your bloodstreams to the organs, to your sex organs. Don't respond. That is natural to tell you that you are potent. You are human being. Even animals have this craving. All right? But they don't have that powerful mind that we human beings have. So when they have that desire, they do it anywhere, anyhow. But we humans, we have a powerful mind that we can control our mind. We can control these hormones. And by controlling them, we will not be yielding to our lower nature. That is how to stop playing with yourself. That is how to stop touching yourself. I have a question the other time. A lady was like, if she tried to shave the organ, after shaving, she felt that these are honey. She feel honey and she feel like, she got to play with herself. It is not necessary. It is the hormones that are sending messages to that organ. So you can refuse to yield to the cause of the hormones by changing your thought pattern. By changing your thought pattern, guys. Remember, guys, that your thoughts, okay, your thoughts becomes words. Your words becomes actions. And your actions becomes habits. actions become habits. Your habits becomes character. Your habit becomes your character. Your character becomes your destiny. All right? So you are the creator of your destiny. You can control the thoughts. You can change them. Or you can choose not to respond. That is control. The thought will automatically be springing up, but you decide whether to yield to them or to do something else or do something different. That is control. Every human is filled with these sexual desires, which is the highest form. But when we learn to transmute, to change such desires into other productive areas, into our craft, into things that are purposeful, we become genius, great people, great men and women. All right? So guys, No Nut November starts now. If you use these strategies, it's going to help you to be successful with your No Nut November. And you will not be using tissues. You will not be using those pomade and stuff and soap and whatever to be playing with yourself. Guys, if you don't learn to control these hormones, they will take over you. And that will eventually become your destiny. So you find yourself wasting a whole bunch of your life force. Bunch of your life force, guys. And that becomes you in the future. So if at the end of the day of life, you are not able to achieve anything great, but this is what you give your attention to, that your cravings, your desires, to be yielding to your lower nature, be satisfying such desires, then you got to know that that is the person you are going to become. You cannot hold anybody responsible for this. Only you are responsible for your life, what happens to your life. And the change starts now. You have the power to change, to control the hormones. You have the power, guys, to control the hormones. And when you put these hormones under check, under control, by averting the thoughts to some kind of meditation, some employment, some things that are purposeful, that are productive, by reading, by learning, by running, by exercising, by, engaging in some kind of hobby, playing tennis, playing football, whatever, guys, then you will be controlling such things. Remember, you are what you give your attention to. And whatever you give your attention to, expand. All right? Whatever you give your energy to is going to expand. And that will eventually becomes your reality. So be careful of what you do persistently and consistently. If you, let's say, x, we have exponent 1, a 0. You keep repeating the behavior. You will keep on, increasing the exponent. So from exponent 0, you go to 1, you go to 2, you go to 3, you go to 4, and it keeps on increasing and increasing and increasing. And that will become your destiny. Guys, you got to be careful to not let this control you. If this is controlling you, dictating the direction of your actions, of your thought, of your habits, of your behavior, of your character, of your destiny, then guys, that is, excuse my word, behavior. It's behavior of animals. Because human beings, we have a mind, a powerful mind, brain to control. All right? So that is it. So masturbation, whether good or evil, decide for yourself. Remember, anything that take control of your mind will become your destiny. And God has given you a mind to control the happiness around you. So, when these things is taking your time, you got to be careful. All right? You got to be careful. Sometimes these things are natural, but something else trigger them. The P movies, going to the site to watch the P movies, watching the P movies on your screen is going to induce P movies will induce lust. So the P movies induce lust into you. So be careful of what you watch on your screen, what you give your attention to, guys. Thanks so much for watching this. If you have any questions, your questions, comments are welcome in the comment section. Put it there. If you have not yet joined the family, subscribe, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification so that anytime I upload new video, you will be notified. All right? And you will be the first to watch. Like, share, and subscribe. This will save life. Right? As a result of this, playing with yourself, some people are having problem with their relationship, with their marriage. Some people are having problem with their marriage today. Their marriage is collapsing because of this. Because they've done it and it has become part and parcel of them. It has become their destiny now. They are struggling, battling with it. And their partner doesn't like it. And anytime after real intimacy, real physical contact with their partners, they have to go and watch P movies and play with themselves again before they will feel okay. You see where it has taken you to. So be careful. Control yourself. Control your hormones. Don't listen to what the media, the news will be telling you that this is good for you. Remember, you are creating your destiny with your thoughts, words, actions, habits, character. Thanks. I'm out.